Sustainability is an important issue. It's not just for us, it's for the whole industry, it's for the whole world. You know, we've seen what's been happening in the last few years, and even this summer with, you know, the impact of climate change is really profound. So even if you look at incremental differences you can make, 0.5%, 1%, it all adds up. The thing we offer is power solutions. So we have intelligent power solutions. These are network devices where you're distributing power, but you can control and manage it remotely because it's a network connector. And you can put SNMP triggers in there and traps to alert when something's going wrong. You can monitor when something isn't required. You can turn things off remotely, recycle them, reboot them sequentially if you like. And it means that actually you can be focused on reducing the amount of power that's being consumed because you know which item in the rack is being used when it's being used. And we go down to a billable accuracy day by week, by month, by year. So in fact also you can help on auditing, and our customers can then actually appropriately bill their customers or report internally. The Power Management Solutions has an application which is a UIM, Universal Intelligent Infrastructure Management. It's a software application. And this allows you to investigate any MIB data that's coming out of any of the devices in the rack for humidity, for temperature, for voltage, current. So this is called Insite, and this is running an example of running a data center in London. So you're looking at all of the various different racks and all of the individual equipment in the racks. So this is the overview of the whole hall, but you could click on one of the stacks and then you can go down to the individual rack. In this case, you could label up exactly which product is in which part of the rack and control it. Maybe if it's going wrong, you could anticipate maybe going in to fix it. Might be a power supply unit that needs to be replaced. Another example is Grupo Imagine in Mexico. These power is at each of their transmission sites at the top of the mountains. And so centrally, they can monitor what's going on. So you can click on Sonora and you can see these two racks that are up the top of the mountain. So again, it might take you 4 hours to get there, but you wouldn't need to have an engineer permanently sitting there. You could dispatch him. You could actually maybe even solve the problem remotely. And this also enables the billing I was telling you about, so that you can say there's the power consumption, billable accuracy to a day, to a week, to a month, to a year, because you might have clients that you need to bill separately, and you can produce an audit to say how much power has been produced. Secondly, you might say, do you know what, you don't need that on a Thursday. You can turn it off. And so this reduces the amount of power being consumed. It gives extra life to the equipment in the rack, so you get better return on investment. And the second thing is, of course, if you're not consuming power, you're not generating heat, it means you're actually consuming less in air conditioning. And this is all a very, very big environmental concerns. I think also with incoming legislation through COP and other, global initiatives, people will need to know how much power they're using at an audited level. And really that's not very well known. And once you've benchmarked it, then you can set targets to reduce and manage. And it's good because then actually you're using less power. It's saving everybody money, actually. So this is the idea of how we're approaching sustainability.